Hello and welcome to Sultry Night on the Waiting
Oh yeah.
Table. I feel like did you ever watch Friends? Were you a Friends person,
I
Rob?
did watch Friends, but not as much as most people probably.
There's this one episode where Phoebe gets sick and she like sings and she like sings all deep, and that's what I feel like we're doing
So we're
today.
doing tonight.
Yes.
That's all right. I like that.
How's it going?
So good. How's it going with
Yeah.
you?
Good. I'm nice and sick, but I expected to be because you made me stay up really late and I'm a grandma who's not used to that,
Yeah.
but it was worth it. I had a really fun time.
Yeah, it was so worth it.
You have to tell everybody how proud you are of me because I did stay out pretty
Yeah.
late a
Yep.
couple nights.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you actually. I've been telling that to a lot of people that I was very oh what the hell. Don't judge me and my
Too
technology
late.
stuff.
What's going on there? I know.
Stuff's happening. No, I was very proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone and really going at it and having fun.
Yeah,
So
it was a lot of fun.
yeah, I liked
How,
it a lot.
how's it been getting back? Are you back in your routine?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
routine came right away. I was back into that right away. Um, but I will say I didn't really break routine much other than drinking and eating probably
Well, but
stuff.
you stayed up. Like, you don't stay up that late and get up that early every day. That's like breaking a big routine.
I get up early. Like usually I'm up by like 6
Uh-huh.
to eat before going to the gym, but I'll now I go to bed earlier. I didn't used to go to bed earlier, but now
Mm.
that I've sort of gotten into this flow, like I'll go to bed at by 11 maybe,
Okay. Mm.
where before is like 1 a.m. That'd be going to bed every day and still getting up at that time. So
Damn.
yeah, I've been going to bed um earlier. So yeah, that part was, sleeping 3 hours a night, 2 hours a night wasn't my routine, but everything else was. And
Yeah.
other than the eating and the drinking, which so I guess I was in my routine.
I know. I was like,
I just went to the
I don't
gym.
think
No.
yeah. You did elements of your routine the whole time,
Yes. Yes.
but
Yes, Jamie, we are early today just because Christine came on. We're like, okay, let's start. And then she left us right away. And we're like,
I
okay,
know
we're
she
just
had to
we're just gonna be
take
early.
I think she was testing it because she has to take her son, she said, to
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
work, but then she was gonna try to hop on later, so she's probably testing it.
Yeah, all good, all good. How about you? How does it feel to get back? Do you got a PDD or what?
Oh, yeah, total PDD, PPD, post-party
PPD,
depression.
post-party depression, yeah.
Yeah. No, it
Yeah,
actually it feels really like, it feels good to be home, but yeah, I feel like I've felt a lot more sad this time around. Like,
yeah,
normally when I go to meetups or I go do things, usually coming back after, I'm kind of, like, a lot more relieved to kinda get back into the routine and stuff, and this time around, I've just felt more sad. Like, it's like, "Oh," like, I just am ready for the next one, and I'm already talking with, Mel about and a couple other people about hosting a meetup here in Oregon so we can actually have people travel to us.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
I just wanna, like I think I need more things like this to look forward to, like, see people in person.
yeah. I agree. Like that's
So
it's always tough on my end. And then I always feel like I miss out, which I do. But I think for the most part, or at the very least, us having Toronto, I think will be
Mhm.
another stop before what
Yes.
2027.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I would like to do another one next year. Like if I could do one a year, that'd be great.
Mhm. I think you should come out to Oregon. I think we should do like, we'll do an Oregon one this year, I think over the summer, but I think next year you should plan for yours to be coming out to Oregon, and we'll do, like, a big thing since there won't be a JBY next year.
This is true. This is true.
I think
Oh,
that'd be
look, look, Aaron's here. We need more Canadian things for sure. Yes, 100% we do. We have one at least. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully moving forward we can get a bit more. But honestly, I don't have, separate from like my bariatric fitness group, I don't have a lot of people, I
Mhm.
think, that I'm really connected to that's Canadian. Like Misty was there this weekend,
I know, that was so
which was great.
awesome.
And I love talking with her, and she was like so nervous you're going into it, and I was just, no, it'll be great, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And I just kept checking in with her, and she was just like, no, thank you so much. And it was great. Last year we had 3 of us, I think, 4 of us,
Mhm.
sorry. So yeah, it's not like there's a huge group of Canadians that go. So
Well, I know. I think there are a huge group. We just got to figure out how to like find them and get them connected into the stuff we're
yeah,
doing, you know?
yep, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And then Murph is moving, so that's why he's not on tonight. So he's busy moving and getting things together, but we're going to have a lot of fun guests. Hopefully they'll figure out how to get the link. I tried to
Yeah,
be very clear.
yeah,
But they'll figure it out. But
I
I'm
think
excited.
so.
One of my highlights, I just saw that Matt, and we have to call you Matt and Sharky Chicky. That's like your given name now. But getting to
Yeah.
meet them was so much fun. And fun fact, you guys aren't from Canada like I've thought this whole time. I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah.
But that was really fun.
Yeah, I was so happy to see them. And I actually felt really bad that we couldn't spend more time with them. Like, we are being pulled so many places. I know that was a discussion I've had with a couple people that, they wish they had more time to talk with people and do
Yeah.
more. But
It's
it's
hard
just tough.
though. It's kind of impossible. Like you
Yeah.
connect as much as you can, and it's like you spend as much time as you can, but it's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, Rhode Island
Just so
is
you
in the
know,
US.
Rhode Island's in the US.
They just are too nice. I thought that they were
Yeah,
from
you're like, you
Canada
must be
for sure.
Canadian. You're so nice.
That's so
But
funny.
no, it was like, I felt bad. I want to spend more time
I
with them,
know.
and
I know.
you're always being pulled different ways. You're drunk. Sorry, I was drunk.
Mhm.
But I was really, really happy to see them. It was great to connect with them. We don't really know we don't know majority of the people other than what we see on Instagram, and being able to
Yep.
connect with people is so awesome. So what would you say? I don't want the highlights yet, because we're
Yeah,
saving that
we'll
for
get that
post
one.
sexy time
Mhm.
music, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but what were some of the big things that really, really stood out for you, like in terms of your approach, in terms of the experience overall, like how you
Yeah.
felt with everything? Hey, Autumn, we did not win an award, but it was an amazing weekend, and
We
I
won the
felt
bell. That
we
was the
won
biggest thing.
bells.
Yeah.
I actually felt like
That was
I
like
left a bigger winner this year than last year, which is weird because we
100%.
won so much last year. But yeah, I felt like we left bigger winners this time, so it's pretty cool.
Yes. Well, yeah, maybe because normally for happy hour, we do NSVs and things of that nature. And I see one of our guests, two of our guests.
2 of our guests, but they look perturbed, like they're trying to figure out
I
how this
know, just
works,
like give us a
right?
signal if you guys are
Yeah, yeah,
okay
yeah.
to come on. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we're
okay.
okay. There's
Okay.
this.
Here they are, the party people.
Right, because I was like, I can't get onto this stream, y'all.
No, you did it. You did it perfectly. How are you
That's
guys
Because
doing?
awesome.
because we love you. We're past our bedtime.
Way
I
past
know,
our
that's
Oh,
why I
bedtime.
was like, "No, we need to get them on right away
I
so they can go
know.
to bed." I get
Are
it.
you guys having the PPD, the post-party depression, or are you happy to be
Yes,
home? Yeah.
yes.
I
Not
have to
yet. I'm still on a high, so it hasn't
uh-huh.
hit me just yet.
It hit
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chris.
It
I
hit
have to
me.
tell you, I think one of my favorite things this whole weekend was seeing the bromance that happened between Dylan and Chris and like a bunch of the other spouses too. You guys were
Yeah.
amazing.
That
Yep.
really made my heart feel so welcome, good, because Chris goes with me to a lot of things, and he's normally like very quiet. He's on his phone. He's in the background. He's my bodyguard, is what everybody calls him.
Right.
But he really like flourished. Like he was talking to people and having full conversations, and my little wife heart was happy.
Oh,
Little
I
white heart was
know.
happy.
Yes. Did you hear after my dance, Frank yelled, "We love your husband."
I'm telling you, they're becoming bigger stars than we are. That's what I'm saying.
I
Right?
know.
I
I told
know.
Dylan, I'm like, I think there's a market. I think you and Chris need to start a podcast just so you guys
Yes.
can talk.
JBY
Well, they
Jesus.
were talking. Tell them what you and Dylan were talking about.
So we were just talking about how
Phase
Um,
6.
when you oh, I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
When you dating and when you're
Nana, get out of the way. Chris is talking.
No, right.
let me grab her phone. No,
Right.
like when you're dating and your spouses. What was I saying?
In a relationship, I mean, have the surgery, the
Have
things that
surgery
you have to go through and
through
deal with.
right, like a new person in a sense. And like you kind of have to start all over, and you kind of have to
Yeah.
reacclimated to
As we
everything.
learn ourselves, you learn us. Yeah.
Right, we learn how to adjust and adapt to you guys. So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
it was good.
that's what I mean, that's what was really hard for me and Dylan is like I felt like I was after surgery, I was coming into like who I've always been. And so it felt very like comfortable and normal to me. But to him, he's like, whoa, like I need a little bit of time to catch up because you're like
Right.
a completely different person, like in a good way. But
Right.
it's like, give me a little bit of time to catch up.
Right.
Right.
But as for you, this is who you always been. So you used
Exactly.
to it. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
For Netta, she was, her I mean, she's always been confident, but I feel like after the surgery, it's like a whole new spark in her. And it
Yep.
was just something that I had to catch up on because it's like I don't want to say a lack of confidence, but it's just I don't know, like a
Yeah.
whole new wave, and it's like, oh
Right.
my gosh, now I gotta
Yeah.
catch up all over again.
Yeah.
And then Shay's been going to the gym, and now Dylan's going to the gym, and that's the same with Chris. Like he's like, I've been getting up, and he would take me to the gym and drop me off, and now he's going,
love
and
it.
he's
Yeah.
like, he
No.
I
was
saw the
actually
picture.
excited to get back into the mix this morning. He was like, I actually
Yeah.
missed the
I
gym.
actually just going to the gym, so
No, and you
That is
both look
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like
So
seeing
do
you
you
in
guys. Thank
person.
you
Oh
so
my
much.
gosh. And I think that's what's so cool because the last JBYs was, like a year and a half ago. And so it's like,
Mhm.
it's fun to see people. I mean, it makes me sad because that means we're not seeing each other in person as
I
often as we'd like.
know.
But it's
Right.
cool having such a big comparison where it's like, whoa, like you guys look amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, like you two, for me, like I feel like you are like a home cooked meal. Like you guys are my comfort.
Yes.
I honestly, I love whenever I see you guys, I'm just like, oh, I'm coming for a hug. I'm
I
coming.
know. It's true.
yeah.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
the
ask you
same
guys
way.
questions because I want you guys to make sure. I want to respect your bedtime. So I know
Okay.
we are gonna wait till post sexy time music, but we're getting into it right now. If you guys can you guys share one main or two, if you want, of your main highlights from the trip? I know Shea wanted you people to talk about an NSV from the trip if they had one, but my
Okay.
main thing that I want to know is who did you guys fangirl the most over? Whether it's someone new that you saw or re-seeing someone, like what was your biggest fangirling moment of the
That's
weekend?
hard for me.
I know.
That one's hard for me because I feel like I was just so excited to see all the people that I knew and meet new people that I was equally fangirling over everybody. I know people probably were like, what is this girl on? But like I was like screaming and pumping everybody up because I was so excited equally to see everybody. And of course dance with you all, but to see everybody was for my thing.
Rob asked this question as a way to like
Yeah, I
people.
paid Netta to come on first so
Yeah.
she can say FYI everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really hard question because like I knew a lot of people from the first JBY that I went to.
Yeah.
So it's like you're seeing people from there and then meeting new people. So I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be diplomatic, but it's just
No, you
it's
can
a really
hurt.
hard
You
question
can
to
hurt Shea.
ask.
Right.
It's fine.
You
like,
can
it's
say
good.
you were more excited to see me than Rob. You wouldn't be
Yeah,
the first person to say
We
that.
did say that, talked about how we miss Murph though.
We did.
I
Oh, for
know.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
He
And
missed
my
us
biggest
too.
NSV was this is my first time I've flown since I had surgery since COVID, and I've always had like a not good time flying.
Yeah.
And so I
because with
immediately
DC, that's right, because you guys are like local, so you didn't have
we
to
drove.
fly the last one.
And we
Oh,
drive a lot of places. He loves to
sure.
drive, so we drive a lot of places. So immediately when I the seatbelt extender. And Chris, we sat down. He was like, "Why do you have that?" I was like, "I need this." He's like, "You don't need it." He snatches out my hand. I'm like, "Bro, I need this." He's like, "Fasten your seatbelt." So I'm like, "I'm gonna need it." Watch. So he was like, "No, pull it tight. now take a picture. And I'm in the plane
Right.
like boo-hooing, and people are coming because
Aw.
we even had like A1 seating, and people were like looking at me like, "Uh-oh, what's going on? Did she have like a prenup? How you say that word?
Menopause.
No,
Yep, that was the
premonition.
one. That was the
Oh
one.
my god!
Oh, potato, same thing. That's great.
If, in all fairness, that's what I thought you were saying too, Netta and Chris. You weren't alone with that.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's so cool. So this was your first non-seatbelt extender.
That's
Yes.
big.
And I
I
had
like
some
that.
space, so I was very excited.
Aw.
That's
And I
so
didn't
good.
get pat down the first time. The second time coming, I got patted down. Like all
you?
the extra skin lit up on the thing. She's like, "I need to pat you down." Like, okay.
Rob always gets excited when that happens. He's
Yeah,
like,
I get patted down, and
"Yeah."
I'm not even at the airport yet. Just driving.
You're funny.
Hey,
All right,
look,
guys.
we have. Wait, before we'll let you go,
Oh,
but
sorry.
before you do, as we transition, I'm gonna bring Christine on, one of your very besties, because she's here too.
Hey, she's in the car.
Hi. Now I'm driving. I don't mind talking and driving, but that's why it's dark. I'm driving my son Sam to work. So Sam was
All
so funny. He
good.
was like, "Wait a minute, that's Netta."
I know, that's why I was like,
Chris.
before Netta and Chris go to bed, I'm like, we have to bring Christine on just for a
Yeah.
minute to say
Aw, what a
hi.
happy
Girl,
surprise.
Miss Netta Booski, my berry bestie girl, I did not realize you did not need a seatbelt extender this time. That got lost in translation. I am so happy you got that experience. Isn't
Thank
it the
you,
best?
baby. Yes,
And
I
it
was
never gets
boo-hooing.
old. It never gets old. Every
Yeah,
time
tell
your
Chris you
ass is
gotta
on a
take me on more
plane, you're gonna be
cruises.
taking that picture every time. I took one again. Yes, I'm so happy for you, boo.
Thank you, my love.
Yes. And hello, Mr. Chris. We love Chris in our house too. Our families know each other. Netta's in Baltimore. I'm in Philly. So we've gotten together with the fam and with the hubs before. So it's
Everybody
all
knows
good.
everybody.
Everybody knows
Absolutely.
everybody.
Planning trips to come see
Absolutely.
everybody. So we're gonna make a map and put thumbtacks in it.
There you go. There you go. And we're collecting berries along the East Coast now. So we're learning of some more that are like in our general area that we're going to like meet up with along the way. So
Yeah.
I love that. I know. I want to find more people too. I know they're out there. We just got to find them.
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we met the berry besties at JBY this year, and they're in Northern
Oh, yeah.
Virginia.
Oh,
So
cool.
they want to come up and meet us all in Baltimore. So, you know.
I'm gonna find a way
And
to
then
do like an online interactive map and have everybody put where they are and see how much we can fill up the map. I'll work
I
on
love
that.
it.
Get my
Absolutely.
Yeah,
geek
that sounds
mind
good.
working on that.
It also sounds like it is
Absolutely.
if it got in the wrong hands. That could be very scary.
Could be
Top-
scary.
Top secret info.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, and we've got some people in Philly too, a number of people in Philly. And I know like
Mhm.
My Weight is History, Dad Rob, and some other folks in the
Mhm.
area that like if we did a Philly meetup at some point too, I know Netta and Chris, as long as the dates work out, they'd be down to come up. So that's
Right.
always
And I
the
met some other
fun
people
part.
and a banana split.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
she's in
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of my berry babies. If you hear me talk
Okay.
about my berry babies, I had a whole bunch of first timers at the Bariatric
Oh,
Society's
really? Yeah, we
bariatric
stuck together
retreat.
like glue. She was my best friend. She was riding Dee's car on my. We went to the club on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, you
Aw.
went out
So
with the
sweet.
youngins.
I-
Y'all went out with the youngins, and I went back and chatted with all my Airbnb girls. So,
I love
but
it.
no, Anna Banana was one of them. We had more than 10 of the folks from retreat come to JBY, and part of that was we were all chatting up about JBY to all the people that hadn't ever been, and that's one of the best parts about all these events. It's like no one person can be at every event. No one person can reach
Except D.
every single Barry.
I
But
know
if a bunch of
D goes,
us,
I think, to every single one. He's the exception.
Yeah.
He's a Superman.
he tries. He tries.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to come to JBY initially, and I'm so glad he came. But it's really
Me
cool
too.
because if all of us are telling a few people or telling our audiences about these events and our experiences, that spreads a lot farther than one person or one influencer sharing online. So, and it
Right.
was so fun to see like the retreat people and the JBY people crossing paths. It's like, Rob,
Right.
you and Shea were hanging out with a bunch of the newbies that I met at retreat, and I'm like, they're mixing with my berry babies. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I was so excited to see so many new people and the people that were like,
Yeah.
this is my first time. And I was really happy about that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it was
very nice.
awesome.
Mhm.
And
to
they
just
had a
see
blast.
and to just see the different connections that people make, you know, like some of the fitness people, some of the folks
Right.
who are doing like the water stuff. It's just so cool. I mean, I can't even describe how amazing and how fun it is to just watch everybody mix and mingle. And then I'm catching a lot of stuff online. I'm like, I miss some of the good stuff.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like putting it all on my highlights, because 2 years from now I can go back and look at all those highlights, you know, and relive some of those memories, even the ones that I'm
That's a
living
good
vicariously
idea.
through y'all. So,
And I didn't take
yeah.
many pictures, so I'm going to go through and steal some pictures because I did not take a lot of pictures.
But that's
Same,
what's so
girl,
great is
same.
everybody else does. That's what's so awesome.
Yeah.
You have all these people
Yeah.
just snapping stuff here and there, and it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Especially in an IG group or a social media group like with IG and TikTok, I'm like, okay, I could just get in someone's random thing and just be like, tag me, and then
Yeah.
I'll share it, because my phone was not out with the purposes of like taking pictures or videos at all.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's how you know you was in the moment.
That's it. Like that was
Exactly.
the goal.
Exactly.
Not do any of that.
Well,
So.
and then the other thing is, if you're in a picture with like 7 people, you don't want to wait for every person's phone to come out and take a picture. What camera are we looking at? And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, you post in a photo circle, I'll grab it from there. Photo
Yeah,
circle is like the most amazing invention. I have been to
It
several
is.
events where we've used it, and it has been a lifesaver. And those pictures don't go away
Yeah,
unless
I
you
was
delete them.
I was
I still
looking.
have the other one.
Yeah, the one from the last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got them from the last 2 retreats and the last 2 JBYs. So all 4
nice.
events I've gone to, I've got them. And the really cool thing was, I had a friend, Renee, who was there at retreat. She didn't know about Photo Circle, and so we're standing in the Flamingo, which for everybody who wasn't there, that was the amazing venue where we had our Friday night presenters and sponsors and volunteers gathering. And I'm standing there talking to Renee, showing her how to do the photo circle for JBY. And then she was like, wait a minute, you've got them from retreat? So she was able to get the invites from me and get all of her retreat pictures from November. So anybody for any activity or event, if you don't know about the free photo circle app, I do not get paid. I am not an ambassador. It's just a great invention, because I know how important those memories are to go back to, especially when you're tired, especially when you're feeling isolated or lonely or stressed or overwhelmed. Going back to those pictures 6 months, a year from now, it really does help you in those pics and videos relive some of those memories that you may not scroll back all the way on your phone to find, unless you're one of those smart people that makes albums in their gallery, unlike me, who goes, wait a minute, what date was it? Oh, gee, now I got to search. Oh, those things were in St. Louis. Let me look for St. Louis pictures, you know. So Photo Circle's amazing.
For
So,
sure.
and the other little piece of advice I give to everybody after an event, that week after the event, either write down, do voice memos to yourself, do a video, whatever, just for you, to talk about all the fun stuff, all the important conversations, all of the touching inspirational moments while they're fresh in your mind, because you won't remember them nearly as clearly 6 months from now. And that's the other thing that relights my fire for these events, when I go back and I look at what I wrote down in my journal. So
the funny thing too is
that's the
sometimes
2
you
cents.
won't even remember the next morning. What
Oh
happened.
yes,
In
so
some people's
I've
cases,
heard, Rob.
some
I've
people's
seen
cases.
some. I've seen some comments on Instagram of, wow, I don't even remember taking this picture. And somebody's tagged
it felt like
somebody.
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like, thanks for tagging me. I was
Right.
wondering where I was last night.
Now you can put two and two together. Like, what's that movie? Okay, when you're in
Premenopause.
Vegas.
Hangover.
Oh,
Hangover.
yeah.
Hangover.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rob would want to be Bradley Cooper. I already know
Yeah.
that.
I see that.
Wannabe.
Yeah.
Not
See that.
want
I
to.
see that.
Mhm.
Thanks, Chris. You're my number one. I
I
will
would be-
send that poster to you.
I would be
Yes,
Zach
please do.
Galifianakis.
Like, really, I would want you really, and you need to sign it.
Yes,
Oh,
I need a
100%.
sign.
All
I will
right.
sign a poster and send it to you, Chris.
I'm gonna tell you my address. I'm dead serious.
100%. And I'm dead serious. I have them printed already.
He's like,
I'm
I
just
will
kidding.
come and I will wallpaper your entire ceiling
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Trust me, he'll
Awesome.
Homemade
So when
cookies.
we go to sleep, he can look up
That's right.
That's
and look
right.
at his dream goal body. Yes.
There you go. Thank you very much.
All right, party people. 4:45 comes super early.
Super fast.
We got to get ready and get on bed for the gym because we got to get our raw body.
We gotta get a
That's
rock
right.
body.
We
Hashtag them thighs.
Bye. Good night.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Love you
Good
guys.
seeing you. Love you.
All right, now we got to figure out how to turn this off. Okay.
Yes. I was waiting for that. So good. Well, goodbye, Netta. However, we do have, we can get Christine back, but we also
Yep.
have Stephanie.
Hello.
Hello.
One of my housemates at the Airbnb. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, Christine.
You guys had a fun group at your Airbnb. I was so excited. I got to sit at the airport. We were all taking the same flight. It was Marilyn, Elizabeth, who were also housemates, and then Frank, who I don't think was a housemate, but it was awesome because he was there too. And we all talked for like several hours waiting for our flight. It was so much fun. So you guys had a fun group. I heard about
We did.
Marilyn's little hallway bed. I still don't really understand how that worked out, but they were telling me about that. I was like, what?
For
Sounds
those
like
of
you
you
guys
who
had fun.
haven't met Marilyn, she's very short and petite. So she was very kind and took the smallest bed in our Airbnb. It's interesting. If you know what a shotgun house is, it's long and narrow. So it was 3 stories, and this Airbnb had just recently become an Airbnb, and it basically crammed a bed in every space except for the one space that looked like a walk-in closet that would have been a better bed area than where Marilyn was. So Marilyn slept with her luggage on her bed, and we wondered if it was her emotional support luggage. And Elizabeth says, well, I guess everybody's got baggage, so she's just sleeping with her baggage. So
Better than ignoring it like most of us do.
Yeah.
exactly. Most of us had met at other events. So, and a bunch of us are benchies as well. I think maybe all of us were benchies. So there were 7 women in the Airbnb, and quite honestly, it was very cost effective. We were able to come earlier and stay later than the hotel folks. So
That's
it was
awesome.
fun.
It was.
Good.
And
Stephanie,
it introduced
this was-
Stephanie to some new people.
Yeah, and this was your
Absolutely.
first. Was this your first meetup, or just for? I know it was your first JBY, but you've been to, I think, other meetups before, right?
Yeah, I went to retreat in November, but yeah,
Okay.
this is my first JBY. I was supposed to be at the last one, but I had to cancel at the last minute, so I was real excited to be there this time.
Nice. And what did you think? How was your experience?
It was amazing. I got to meet a lot of people for the first time. Some, that I've talked to online, and some that I hadn't, that had followed me and I had followed them back, or some that I had met for the first time, and we've been following each other since. So yeah, it was great.
That's awesome. Rob, ask your question. You had good questions that you
I'm the bariatric Diane Sawyer, guys. Like, I
Yes,
got all
please.
the questions.
Please go. No, you had good ones.
All right.
I want to hear what their answers are. I
So
just don't
2
remember the
things.
questions.
One, if you can share your biggest sort of highlight, or a couple that really just stood out for you, something maybe that you took out the voice recorder and reminded yourself of while it was happening, like Christine says, because I didn't do that. And second question would be, who did you meet at the JBYs that you fangirled the
I'd have to say the person that I met would be Caitlin, Coffee
Mhm.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been following her for a while, and just with her posting about the mental health and all of that, just I was able to talk to her, and she was so easy to talk to.
Yeah.
So easy to talk to. So I'd definitely have to say it was Caitlin. For me.
Nice.
Awesome.
And any big highlights that really stand out for you in terms of like aha moments? This was amazing type thing.
Oh my goodness, it's hard to pinpoint one. I guess just finally being able to see people that I've been friends with for so long
Yeah.
and just feeling my heart full. I mean, Shea, you for one. I mean, we've been friends so for what 2 or 3 years now, and we finally been
Yeah.
able to meet in person. And then Stephanie, Bariatric Warrior.
Yeah.
I was finally able to see her in person for the first time, and she and I have been friends since I was about 2 months post-op, and I'll be 5 years in August.
Wild.
And just to see her win that award, I think was just top for so many of us because she
Yes.
so earned that.
Yeah.
I would that moment just to be able to be there and celebrate with her for her journey alone just was amazing.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah. How about you? How about you, Christine?
Oh,
She didn't like the
she's
question.
like,
She's like, your questions
nope.
suck. I'm gone. Okay. I mean, all right.
No, it's all good. Should we hold on? Oh, okay, wait. She's back. Hold on, let me bring her back. You're like, I hate your questions.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
out of here.
I
Answer the
keep-
questions. It's
I
okay.
keep
You don't need to leave.
I keep looking at the chat and then hitting my back button, which throws me out of StreamYard every time. The first time I was going to joke and say the call drop, but I can't lie and say the call drop. So anyway, it just like Stephanie and Netta, it's hard to pick one or, hang on just a moment. Of course, now my son's got to talk to me. What's up, kiddo?
There is no mats and everything is locked up.
And they didn't tell you weren't working today. Well, we just did a car trip for nothing, but that's
Aw,
okay.
I hate that.
That's okay. But I'm going to leave the light on for a minute.
No. This is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Mistakes happen.
This
There
is
you
the
go.
20-year-old. This is the 20-year-old in the house. Thank you, baby. So, one of the really special moments with me was Netta and I got to present the RNY Rockstar Award, and
Yeah.
to see Biggie's face up close with tears in his eyes and being able to give him that hug on stage. Biggie and I don't know each other very well. We met briefly at the bariatric retreat last November, but there was just something beautiful to see his genuine, authentic, touched heart. And that was really special that I wouldn't have had an opportunity to get otherwise. So that was a really special moment to me. As far as fangirling, I'll be honest, I haven't really fangirled over anybody because I've been kind of in survival mode with my own health stuff. But I was so excited to meet two friends that I've been friends with almost as long as I've been on Instagram, which has been over about 3.5 years, close to 4 years. And it was my girl, Monica Yellow. And she and I
love
DM all the
Monica.
time.
She's so sweet.
Amazing. We have so much in common, and she's been such a support through my journey. And we're both complication survivors. And then the other person was Jean. And
Yes.
Jean, our wonderful, amazing photographer, I never thought I'd get to see her at an event. So it was so fulfilling to see her at an event. And I was so excited, even though she was working, because she's been another one. She's a complication warrior. She continues to have health struggles, and to be able to see her, to hug her and support her was just phenomenal. But overall, I was so touched by the diversity in this crowd, the diversity in the nominees. And I think that as JBY continues and more people come over from the TikTok world, and more people emerge, like Berry Male Experience and some of the other minority folks, some of the other people who aren't as well represented in our community, because, you know, we're not all white females. To see those non-white females groups being represented and hearing the voices was just such a beautiful thing to me, because one, even though I didn't get to watch part of the show because of my running back and forth behind the stage and presenting and changing into the Berry Godmother outfit and then changing out of it and all of that, I missed a lot of the show. But in the speeches that I did hear in different languaging from different people, it was important to hear your story matters, use your voice, get out there and share whatever version of that, whether it was men or women, whether it was Latinos or African Americans. It didn't matter if it was Gen Xers, young people, whoever it was, the LGBTQ plus community. I mean, there's so much, such underrepresentation, and I'm happy to see it flourishing and growing more in this forum. And I just was so touched by that, because as I mentioned earlier, it takes all of us saying something to reach more people. No one of us is going to reach everybody, but all of us can reach somebody. And that sounds cliche, but I'm a white woman who's from the South, who's in her 50s with 2 teenagers. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. A lot of people won't relate to me the same way they'll relate to Rob, or maybe they'll relate to Biggie, or any number of people, you know, even though I'm like this with Dom and Steve. Now, I will say that there's just certain people you click with and you vibe. And that's one of the other fun things about any of these events, but especially at JBY. You are like magnetic to certain people who are your people. Mm-hmm. And that is always so fun. I didn't know the Berry besties. Me and Nina are tight. We're joking about getting together and not getting in trouble and collecting bail money and the whole 9 yards if we do get together.
That was fun to listen about.
I've only met this woman a few days ago, but she's my people. That's like Stephanie. Amazing. I knew Stephanie was my people way before I met her. And that's one of the beautiful things, that no matter how wonderful the event is and how many stories we tell and how many funny things we share, until you go to an event, especially like JBY, which is like no other event in the community, until you go and you live it, words do not adequately describe the love, the fun, the connection, and the support that you receive, because you have these little conversations off to the side that are very meaningful and impactful. Whether you're 8.5 years out like me, people are still impacting me. Mm-hmm. And I'm impacting them. And that's part of the beauty of what Kelly and Mel have built in this experience. So.
100%.
Yeah.
So on that note, we are going to take a 1-minute break because we need sexy time music. We're going to clear the slate. We're going to get everyone out here.
Perfect, because you guys don't want to go anywhere. We're going to have some sexy men coming on next.
I'm already here.
See them. But... Well, some sexy
Yeah, don't worry.
men.
I won't tell Dad.
Just be careful. I'm driving, so I need to keep my eyes on the road. Sexy men, so don't distract me too much.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we got
love
some
you
time
all.
in 3, 2, 1.
Say what's wrong or right. No. It's not hard to fool me.
What's up? It's Murph's doppelganger. Hello. And it's Shea. Hi, guys. What's up?
What's up, guys? It's Rob, and welcome to the that's an awkward picture Waiting Table podcast. I'm not used to getting that picture up. That's nice. I like that.
That was good. How's
Right?
it
We
going?
did it. Oh, I am awesome. How are you?
Doing good. We started out with a fun group. I'm excited to get these guys on here.
I am too. Guys, thank you for joining us on the JBY reunion episode of the Waiting Table podcast, where we have roundtable discussions about the hottest topics in weight loss with, of course, the coolest people from the bariatric community, especially tonight. I'm Rob. Unfortunately, we don't have Murph because he's moving. We got Shea, and of course, we got you guys. So grab a chair, wind down from your busy day, and take a seat at the table. Shea, are you ready?
I am so ready. I'm just gonna, if you guys see me like dabbing my nose, crying, I'm not really crying. This is what happens when Rob makes me stay out late. I get sick when I come home. So if you see me doing that, just ignore me.
You don't get like the awesome boys to men voice that I get.
I know. I'm
Big
trying.
girl. How you
No,
doing, girl?
I know.
Not
But that's
that.
why we need some more sexy men voices in here
Well,
right now.
since you are looking for sexy men, I'm going to bring a couple guys who I affectionately call the backseat crew, even though one person was not in the backseat. And we will be bringing in the driver, who is D, and
Yes.
Dominic. What's up?
Yes.
Dominic is muted for the first time in his life. Oh, he's unmuted now. That didn't last very long.
Life of the that's oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look at you
That is
guys.
a bit up and not interrupt, but can't promise anything.
No, it looks weird. It looks weird without a drink in your hand. This feels weird.
I have a rule. Everything I do to the max. So when I'm working to the max, when I'm partying, I party to the max. So that's
it. I like that.
I love it.
We know.
Well, I know Rob, one of Rob's questions has been who are the people that have impacted you the most like during this time? And honestly, it was you two in different,
100%.
very different ways. But D, me and Dylan just both adore you. Like we had so much fun talking with you and getting to know you more. And then Dom, I'm not going to lie. At first, I was a little on the fence when I first met him. I'm like, who is this guy? He is like, he truly is the life of the party. I'm a little scared of him. And then after getting to know you, I'm like, I just adore you. Me and Dylan want to come to Santa Rosa to visit you and hang out. I just love you both so much.
anytime, please. It would be awesome.
Yeah, like I would say that, with that question too, like who are the ones that really like who did you fangirl the most? Like I don't really fangirl so much, but the people who had the most impact really, and Christine had mentioned it, like, oh, you guys were there hanging out with the young guys. I know Anna actually mentioned, and she was like, oh, thanks for letting us new people hang out with you. I'm like, I felt like I was the one who was grateful that you guys let the old person and then the old Shea who she wanted to bring a book to the club, right? Like
I did not though.
You did, and I was very proud of you for that because I probably would have said I don't know you, but like you guys welcomed us. Like you guys had a relationship with each other. You guys all knew each other, and you welcomed us to come and hang out with you guys. So I really, really appreciated that. So that was awesome. But I want to know, and I've had this question, and you guys both touched upon it yesterday, but in case people didn't watch yesterday's show on BME, which was a great show, honestly, I loved it. What were a couple of your key highlights, things that just stood out as like the memories that'll always come back to you when you think of JBY? And again, same thing. Who'd you fangirl over the most? One person you fangirled over the most?
D, you want to take it? Okay, I'll go first. Thank you.
Tom's like, pull my arm. I'll go first.
Yeah. I was waiting for the commentary, but it took a while. But no, man, it was it like people have said, it's really hard to describe the feeling when you're there. It's people you could relate with and that actually know your struggle kind of without even like having to talk about it. Like, we've had some conversations with the guys that, and even the women that it's stuff we dealt with when we were, bigger, and
Yeah.
they kind of get it. And so to me, that just, be in a room full of people that get you and understand your same struggle, I think that creates an amazing bond that honestly, it's impossible to describe. Truly, I don't think I could really put it into words. But yeah, it's amazing. Nothing short of it.
Yeah. Do you have PPD right now? Like, are you feeling
I
PPD?
do. I get trademark that. It's post-party depression.
Yes.
But I mean, I think every time I leave one of these events, I think I kind of feel like,
Sure.
just dopamined out. Like I need more. I'm definitely one of those people that I need people to kind of recharge my battery, just because I'm a vibe person. I'm an energy person. And like I said, just being with everyone that's just full of life, full of energy, just recharge my battery.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had to save my, had to not talk for a few hours. But.
Few hours. I like I went from a few days to a few hours. Like there was like 5 minutes where I didn't say anything.
Yeah, and it helped. But yeah, I don't know. It was just it's an unbelievable experience, and just so happy to be a part of it, which is really, really awesome, especially when this is, even being on this podcast. I never thought I'm right here. I'm literally, if someone pinched me, am I dreaming? Is this alive? But yeah, no, like I said, it makes anything's possible.
Yeah. And is there someone, like, I know that you have a lot of friends in a lot of the TikTok world as well as the Instagram world. Was there someone that you like really fangirled over when you saw them?
Tom, he's
like,
trying to bait you into saying yes.
Yeah,
Rob,
no,
I know. I messaged
love
him and I'm just like,
Rob.
bro.
Like I said, Rob, you're one of them. I'd see Rob all the time, and on social media, and I'd just be like, man, like, he's showing me what is possible with hard work. Like I could get that body, and then he just comes in just wearing just I thought I had, I thought I was looking good. You just put me to shame. Let me see. Obviously that's one of them. Shea was another one. I was just had to throw that out there. Jenna was one of them. Yeah. Jenna, she's a total vibe, and
she's great.
Yeah, like what you see online is who's like who and what she is, and yeah, just that whole ball of energy, and that was like a big one. I was like, man, sometimes two people that have a lot of similar energies, they could either clash heads or just not mesh well, but we found out that is not true, and we meshed very well. So
yeah, and with her husband.
Yeah.
I think that was the bromance of like the whole like Dom and Jenna's husband. Yeah.
No, I looked over to the side of the club and I saw D kind of twiddling his thumbs, and I was like, oh man, like
it's boring. I need to find
someone. A little bit jealous. then I had to hit with the DBJ. That's don't be jealous. So yeah.
Yo, you got picked up a lot. You got picked up a lot this.
I did.
Corey was carrying you. He was. That's the NSV, man. You were being carried by lots of men. It was great. These dream.
I know. Why am I even there? I'm like,
he's like, guys, I'm gay though. Anyone want to pick me up? And they just picking Dom up,
jumping up and down. Pick me up.
Guys, Mr. Fitness Rockstar over here. If you want to see, and he's like, no.
Yeah, I have to be like when the light is a feather award. I'm pick upable,
Okay, wait. Can we just like pause for a second though? D, I am so freaking excited and proud of you and happy that you won Male Fitness Rockstar. Like, I don't think I've heard Rob or me yell as much as when you won. We were like, yeah. So how does it feel?
It feels surreal. Like I'm telling you, my emotions were raw. Like from the time they announced my name and the days back, because all I keep replaying in my head is, the amount of people that had to come out in support of me to help me win that category, because I was up against some heavy hitters like Rob and that body. And then, so we have coined him Fit Rob. So no longer is he Rob from Canada or the other Rob. He's Fit Rob, and he earned that title because his body is banging. Then I had Dad Rob and Hot Rob. And then I have a huge, mountain to go up against. And so never in my wildest dreams did I think that the community would come out swinging for me the way they did. And then the stories about people talking about, oh, my family loves you and they voted for you and all that stuff. So I'm like, every time I regain my composure, the love and all of the community come behind me just made me break down again. So it's like, I honestly, like I said, I'm not joking, I cried for a full 2 days. Like, all the whole way back home, every time I thought about it, I break down. And then hearing the messages and getting the videos of people watching it live broke me down again. Erica recorded her reaction, and hers was in time. It was before I actually won. So it was her real reaction, and it looked just like me. I got to get her permission to post it, but if y'all see that, y'all break down and cry like I did. And then I say, you, Rob and Shea stepping out like when I won, as I'm walking up on stage. That was when I just lost it too. So it was just so many moments of disbelief. So I'm still kind of in awe of it all, but I'm so appreciative. I want people to know that this meant the world to me. And I don't know how to put it in words, because me saying it does not equal how it feels, like how I'm trying to project it from my soul, the gratitude that I feel towards everybody. So thank you. If anybody knows the word that exceeds thank you, let me know and I'll start saying
I
that.
know it, and it's a song. I think you maybe just need to sing a little song for us.
Yeah.
That would
Some
do it.
Whitney, perhaps. Some
A
Whitney.
little Whitney Houston, maybe.
Oh,
The
oh my
voice
God.
of an angel.
Greatest.
He has a voice of an angel, guys.
Dude,
You
that
should have
was
heard
like,
him sing Backstreet Boys. Oh my
oh
God.
my gosh.
I threw
No,
my
I was
panties
like,
at him. I was just like,
I
take them.
know. I was like, I just need to record Dee's voice to wake me up in the morning. That's what I
Right.
said. Like, voice of an angel.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It's like if you catch me in raw, real moments when I'm not expecting it, you'll hear my real voice. But like when we do karaoke and stuff, I'm deathly nervous. So like you get the shaky voice. So most people have heard me sing in person, but it's like the shaky one. But Jay got the real deal, because she was standing right next to me and I wasn't even thinking that. She was like, "Oh my God, sing
Oh,
for Dylan." I'm like,
I was like, oh,
yeah. So we
And
have
this
to do like a
is,
carpool karaoke, and then y'all get
yes,
the real
let's
me.
do it.
and you know
I'm
what?
down.
We should do it now that we have the last member of our backseat
Our
crew
pool.
here.
Mhm.
Our car. There you go.
Sorry, guys.
Hey.
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 Are you using like a phone from 1999?
No. I've been trying to get home. I had to like at grocery store and get my cottage cheese.
Good. Everyone get back on routine. It's important.
I
Nice.
thought it was just a sexy moment, so I was waiting to get in, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize I was supposed to do it now.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Anna, I'm gonna ask you the same two questions, and then we're gonna jump in because we got a ton of people coming in now, and we're gonna get them all in. But number one highlight that really stood out to you, one experience that really like you will remember, and the second one is who did you fangirl the most over?
I'm going to start with the second part. So
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I fangirled hard over Jenna Bariatric Bestie. It was like 2 weeks before JBY. She started following because Janae had tagged me in a water challenge. And I was like, holy shit, is this real life? Like, I could not believe it. So just seeing her in person, it was like insane. And the reason why I'm picking her and not other people is because a lot of other people, like I had already met. Obviously, I was dying to meet you, Shea, you, Rob. Like, I love you guys. Like, but as a fangirl, like that was a fangirl moment.
Yeah.
And even just like Mel and Cal, like that was my first time meeting them. And it's like, I've been in their DMs for a whole year, like, especially when I was experiencing complications. So like seeing them in real life, I'm like, this is like nuts that we're like literally standing here hugging each other. Like, it's just the best feeling, you know?
Oh, for sure.
I have to say, I fangirled over Anna's booty. I was not
I
expecting
think lots of people
that.
fangirled over Anna's booty.
I learned so many moves from Anna. I'm like, "Ooh, girl, okay." I should clarify, from Anna's booty, I learned a lot of moves from. So I'm gonna be using those. I'm gonna be practicing, and then the next time we're all together, watch out between me and Anna. Whew, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, okay, I have to pull over for this. I'm gonna say,
shit. Serious.
I'm gonna say one highlight was the fact that so many women were like, "Your ass looks even better in person." I was like, "What?" Like I didn't know that could be a thing. So hearing that, like that made my whole entire experience.
He got first place.
He beat Daddy.
Good job.
Screw that guy.
Thank you. Thank you.
She called me a sore loser.
No, he's
I
not.
love you.
Your daddy was awesome.
Okay, go get out of here now.
He was the best man.
You're gonna see all of them in Toronto in June. They're all coming.
Oh, June?
She's Anna Banana.
I like banana.
She's like. I like banana. Okay,
We got
Will, get out of here.
Okay.
I like bananas. I love that.
Sorry, I missed that whole part because of this
Good.
girl.
We were talking about you, not in a good way.
Oh, shit. Did I really? What did I miss?
Nothing.
No, you were saying, Anna, you pulled over. What did you pull over?
Oh yeah, she pulled over.
So I said one highlight was like all the women that came up to me and said that my peach looked even better in person. I was like, wow, I'm like so flattered.
That's
Dom,
a good
you got
one.
that comment quite a bit too, huh?
Yeah.
I actually don't have one. That's right. But
basically, like what Dom doesn't have, I make up for. You know.
Yeah. Combined, cumulatively, you guys are
Cumulatively, you
two
guys are doing
well-rounded
well.
booties.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that under review. Wait, sure.
Another highlight will be, I will say, getting White Castle and like not feeling fucked up the next day was like definitely a big highlight.
Yeah. Yep. That was the
Yeah,
best
there's
White
go
Castle
down.
we've ever had. Like I think all of us agreed. The next day we were just like, this was really good. And
Yeah.
none of us feel bad. We all went to the gym the next day. We're like, all right.
Pre-workout. White
Yeah,
Castle
pre-workout
pre-workout.
because we got up for the gym in 2-3 hours. Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Well, Daniel, no, he's coming back. I did want to bring in a couple more people, especially those who donated their times as volunteers to help out and make this event so amazing. And we will bring in Shannon as well as the man who did it all, Daniel. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Daniel, this is the first time I know we have met in person when we were at the JBS. I felt like you might have been one of the people I was fangirling the most over. I don't know. I was just like,
100%.
I was like, oh shit, there's that. I remember telling him, I'm like, Shea, Daniel's here. And I was just like, I'm just watching him, like running up, like, yes, Daniel's here. Oh, that was freaking awesome. I loved seeing you there. I loved everything that you were doing nonstop throughout the whole event to make it run, and it was great. And then to see you dance at the end, I was just like, yes. I was so excited for that. That was awesome, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks. It was awesome meeting you guys. I was actually just looking at my footage because that's what I was doing, recording everything. And I saw when we first met. I got it on film.
Oh shoot! Really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah, fangirl. I mean, come on, like that bod, like for real. And then of course Shea was like the first person that ever like talked to me in the community years ago. So like just finally getting to meet her was awesome.
It was so fun. I know Daniel was one of my first YouTube videos that I have on my channel. It was us talking and getting to know each other. It's weird because it seems like it was such a long time ago, and it kind of was, but I don't know. But meeting you is like, oh, I feel like we've known each other forever. Like it's wild meeting in person.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is.
And I'm glad I got to meet Rebecca too.
Oh yeah. She got to meet everybody. She got to see me in action, and it was weird.
Yo, and you were in action, man, for sure.
For real.
So Daniel, let me ask you the same questions. Biggest highlight of the whole JBYs and thing that sticks out to you the most, and then did you fangirl over anyone specifically that weekend?
So let me start with the fangirl real quick.
Sure.
It was one that I wasn't expecting, but Dom, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, I didn't even know you before. Like, I had just followed you, I think. Like,
Yeah. And I had a fangirl moment too. I was like, oh my
I was like, this guy just came up to me and he was just like hugging on me and just like we were friends. Like it was cool. Like that was
Beat the
like,
wrecking
a
ball.
great moment for me.
Hey,
And
it's genuine though. I mean, it's honestly same. That's all I have to say. Like that, you reciprocated the love and energy, and I was like, okay, this guy's my guy. Like so, same.
Yeah, you're cool, bro. And then just being like there backstage, like I was there the whole time. Like the best moment for me was I was backstage and I ran out when Neto did her
Oh yeah.
party, and I got everybody in the crowd and got her and got like good shots of the whole thing, and that's just like what I was trying to do, and so that was a great moment for me.
Oh, in chat.
Of you dancing, because I think I grabbed your camera and then
I got it. I have it.
So yeah. Well,
Oh,
I did.
those would be good footage, man.
That makes sense. But yeah, no, I have a really good video on my phone as well of you dancing. And
That's right. That's right.
I love
Hey,
that.
Dom, I just wanted to say that you have a second fangirl moment in chat. Daphne VSG Strong said that Dom was also her fan moment.
What?
Look at you.
Daphne's actually awesome. We met on TikTok, and she's like, I think just only 3 months.
Yeah,
ahead of me. I'll be 10 months here on the 20th of this month. But like her transformation is incredible, and I even asked her, I was like, what are you doing? How it's incredible, and she responded right away. And then she sent me a message. She was like, I was like, hey, are you going to go to a JBY? And she's like, no, she had, I think, one of her son's soccer tournaments. But then she's like, I'm going to go work out. Are you going to go? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And then as soon I joined her workout, because she posts a lot of her workouts.
Yeah.
And that is one strong woman. Like,
yes,
me too. Shame. Again, I don't have a peach, so I don't do squats.
Yeah, pancake.
All biceps. Shame on deadlifts.
Me walking around and watching you guys all do the workout, I was just like, damn, I don't want to work out with these guys. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way. We're gonna bring in a couple other people, but we are gonna get to you, Shannon. But I just want to make sure, because they're waiting in the thing and they've been there for a while. So we're adding Rosa and Shar. How are you guys?
Hey.
How's everyone? Good seeing everyone.
Hello.
Awesome. So Shannon, I just want to jump to you. Overall impression of the trip. You hung with us the whole time. You were chilling with the young people, just like I was. They're keeping us young, which is amazing. But any really, really big highlights for you? A couple things that stand out as like the moments for you, and then who did you fangirl over?
Okay.
And
I think the fangirl one's just easy to get out of the way. So meeting you guys in person was one of my favorite things, because I feel like I know you so well because I've been following you for so long, but seeing you guys in person was awesome. I think Teresa and Tanya and Joelle were probably my fangirls, because I pretty much met everyone else, I think, at retreat. One of my favorite moments was, so Steve and I were like too shy to go on the pink carpet, and Shar came over to us and called us out. She's like, where were you? I was like so like dumbfounded that she noticed that we didn't do it. So that was like, kudos to her.
You can't get anything past Shar. She knows.
No.
She knows
No,
what's
I know.
going on
I'm
at
saying
all
she was
times.
watching.
Queen bee. Queen.
Oh, 100%. Shar, you killed it.
And
All
then-
the outfits, everything.
That's what I'm saying. She was just
Did
she
that.
owned the night. Yeah, owned the night. I love that the Barry males got recognized. Dee and Corby and Tony and everyone. Look, it was just that made my heart happy.
Yeah.
It was everything was perfect. Getting to hang out with my Barry besties. We have a group chat from retreat that we all talk, and getting to hang out again. I mean, everything was great. But now I also have a cold now, Shea. My immune system also failed me.
Well,
I think
good.
we're
I'm
all
glad I'm
sick.
not alone.
Can't hang out with these youngins.
You're telling
Yes,
me.
you can.
You're telling me.
You hung the whole time. You were everywhere. We were just like, okay, there's Shannon. You killed it. You did awesome.
Yes.
Shay couldn't even hang that long.
Oh
She's
no,
old.
Shannon
I told-
surpassed me a while ago.
I was on the Hot Mess Express. I told Shay, I'm like, I broke both of my rules. I ate no food and I did shots. So it did not always end well.
Proud of you.
It's because of Rob. Now you guys see what I'm talking about. You thought I was joking about him being
Well,
a bad influence.
The wrecking
No.
ball times 2. Rob and
He's
Dom.
a party animal.
Rob and
Real old
Dom.
person.
And that Dom was not in the equation even when
I
I
know.
was trying to warn you guys. So
But I said challenge accepted. Just
Yeah.
I was telling Rob, he was saying, I think it was the week before JBY, this before we had met. I think he had been following me. He said something about shots, and I was like, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
And so it was.
You guys all took me out, which is
I
great.
had-
I loved it.
I had 2 shots back to back with Rob. I've only had 4 shots in my life. Now 3 of them have been with Rob. And I've never been that drunk in my life. And I've never been drunk in my life, period. Like I just never have been. But until that night, I was feeling it.
But you did a
First
good
time
job
ever.
with it, right? Like you did a good job.
I just
You
I was
were-
like, I like, don't panic. That's what I kept telling myself, and just like roll with it. And then I was like, okay, it's good. And then I was like,
You were
okay, I
safe.
see why people do this. Yeah. Well, I kept going between Dylan and D. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
as long as I have somebody.
D was always like
keep me
D was
safe.
like the safety guy, right?
Yes.
Like the first night he was messaging me. Like I think both Dom and I don't remember who the last night was who had a really tough night, but like my first night was rough. I fell asleep in the bathroom for a little bit and then I woke up. But I woke up to D and Shea messaging me. Everything cool? I'm like,
you
yeah, man, I'm good.
And
Yeah,
you just,
I'm
like,
coming.
disappeared. We're like,
Yeah, and then Dom the next night was like, okay, Don, you gotta go. You gotta leave. They're gonna kick all of us out if you don't leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was I think someone the girls went live and let me in some water.
Yeah, because they're trying to give you water. Like, you better drink the water or you're gonna get kicked out. Like the club was saying.
Drink the water and oil don't mix. So
No. But D the whole time, like even the second night, D was I was like, D, I'm not, like I went hard last night. I'm good. When we got to bowling, I'm like, I'm not gonna drink, okay? And he's like, okay, cool. And then like 5 minutes in, I'm like, sorry, D. Sorry.
Sorry to let you down.
I lied a little bit.
Yep. Dom at breakfast. I'm not drinking.
I was like,
I'm gonna
sounds
let
like
you drink,
brunch.
D. Yeah.
Yeah. Dom at breakfast, like, I'm not drinking. We look over and he has like a Caesar or something, or Bloody Mary. I'm like, dude, what happened there?
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Wait, can we pause for a second? And I think one of the funniest moments, me and Dee both dropped pizzas, whole pizzas.
You guys are the worst, man.
That was crazy.
bowling
At the
place?
Flamingo place, I dropped a whole pizza, and then Dee came over, and Dylan thought he was joking, but Dee dropped a whole half of a pizza because of how things were. That I think was one of my other highlights because I just thought that was really
I was
funny.
like, oh my god. Yeah. I was like, I'm so sorry. I took one slice off and the whole thing flipped behind. I
It was
said, "This is
crazy,
so
but I
dumb."
did the same thing. Anyway.
And we didn't know each other. Like, I just came to confess because I was so ashamed. And then she said,
And we
she did, so
hadn't
I
even
feel-
been drinking. It wasn't anything even
No,
related to
we were the
that.
sober ones. I'm the
I
Diet Coke
know.
guy.
I know. I didn't. Dom, did you spill any pizzas? Because I didn't. That was
Nope,
fine.
not
Nope.
a.
Shannon, did you?
No,
Nope.
we didn't even eat. We were nowhere near food. That's why.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I tried to eat a slice, and then somebody's like, "Hey, do you want a shot?" I'm like,
You got to balance your calories, priorities, guys, right?
Yeah.
So, no,
That was Doc telling me
I
not to
made
eat.
sure to eat. I made sure to eat for the second night because I did that the first night, and I know never to do that. Like, I'm fine with drinking, and I've never like that was 1 p.m. was the last time I had anything, and it was like a bag of Quest chips, and nothing else because I was saving all my calories because I still tracked all my calories while I was there, and I was like, everything is going to be for later on, and this meal that we're gonna have, and then we're gonna drink, and that's gonna take me over my calories, but it's cool. I'm all right with that.
I think
And
we sat down with Rosa too. Also, I think that's the only meal
Yeah.
that we had.
Yeah.
To sit down, it was right before JBY because I
Yeah.
knew I needed to, rotate the liver. So, so that's when we met, and we sat down on the table. That was pretty cool. And then that might
Maybe
be
the key is mixing drinks with protein water.
yes.
Oh,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
I was giving
Hey.
She's a
Dom the talk
doctor.
right
What
now.
was that, Rosa?
Talk.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna Anna, I'm gonna kick you out for a minute. No
Ouch.
shame or like for no reason, or it's because we can only have 10 people on at a time, and Steph is trying to get on. And so, Steph, if you want to try to get on now, try to come in.
While Shea is being mean and kicking
No,
people out.
it's because we have the cheap version of StreamYard, and we can only have 10 people on at a time. That's so, Steph, please try to come in.
She's got to get up early for surgery. That's why.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, Rob. Okay.
Yeah, I
so
gotta get
we-
early too. But, Rosa, how are you?
Yeah.
Rosa, so we only had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 conversations the whole weekend, but
No.
I found that it was one of the more impactful ones because it was actually the one where we were sitting and able to have a conversation versus we're standing and mingling, which is like I remember when Dee and I walked into the welcome party, I was telling him it's like all my radar doing and I was looking at all the people like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you, and then you go in and it's like 2 minutes here and then someone pulls you off and you go somewhere here. But we sat down, we had lunch, and we were actually able to talk. And so it was great to actually meet you and talk with you. What did you think of the JBY Awards?
I thought it was awesome. It was great to talk to you as well. It was the first time that we actually had a conversation, and I was glad to like check you off my list because I had never met you before. But it was awesome. It was my first time at JBY, so I've shared this with a few people. I felt like the little fish in a big pond. Shay, I think you and I were having that conversation via chat. So it was overwhelming, but it was an incredible experience for me to like kind of associate a screen name on social media and meeting you in person and walking away from the experience, remembering your name and not your screen name. So that was like a big aha moment for me. Is like,
That's awesome. It's hard. It's hard, like being able to make that connection for me. Like I recognize people's faces easily, but sometimes making that connection between screen name and then real name. And it's like, so it's neat when you can have conversations with people and kind of make that connection a bit more.
Absolutely. I felt the same way. I was like, I know your face, but I'm trying to associate it with a screen name. And sorry, what is your name?
I'm the worst at that. I find it so hard. And that's why, honestly, I was telling Dee, like, my goal is to really approach, and this is one of the things I was proudest of myself for with this JBY is I wasn't going with the intention of being, hey, I'm Rob from the waiting table, or I'm Rob waiting in vain. I'm Rob. And so when I met people, I met Dom. I didn't even know what your handle was. I don't remember it. Dee, Shannon, like everyone. I wasn't remembering any of that because I just wanted to meet the people and actually have those connections, which I found that I did so much better with this year than we did last year, because last year was very much about meeting the social media person because I'm Rob from social media. And I'm like, no, I'm just Rob, and you are Dom, and you are Shannon, you are Shar, and we were just having an amazing time that way. And I loved it. It's a great approach for that.
I'm going to bring Steph on, and we got some more people. So if anybody if anybody on here, like I don't want to kick anybody out at all. So if anybody,
you already did.
No, if anybody wants to hop off,
I'm only going to be here
so
for like.
Can get in.
I'm only going to be here for a minute. All right.
Drop off.
Hi everyone. I love you all.
Hi, y'all.
I'm tired as fuck. We just drove 4.5 hours to Durham, and I have surgery at 8:15 a.m. But I love you all, and I appreciate all of you, and so does Greg. Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Another part of the bromance.
And
We
it
were
was
just talking
amazing
about
meeting all of you. And again, I'm still mind blown at the fact that I won that award. But this is what I do. I advocate for everyone, and so no one feels alone. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I have 20 minutes to eat some food, and then I can't eat anything.
Oh my God, make it good.
Oh, do
White
it.
Castle. White Castle's good.
No, don't do White Castle. Don't do
No.
it.
No,
No,
we're
don't
at
do
some place called Kickback Jacks. That's only in Tennessee, North Carolina.
Oh,
I don't
good
know.
call.
Anyways, have a wonderful evening. Love you all.
Good luck, Beth.
Love you all.
Bye.
Love you.
All right.
I also need to go. I got to go pick up my little guy right now.
Do your thing, bro.
Is that what you call your beer?
No.
So you call your
have
drink?
you not seen a picture of my little carbon copy? His first name is Dominic. His middle name is Luca. But if you want to see a mirror image of me, it's him. I'll have to show it. Because I also have a personal page that some people follow me, and then I have
Then you have your fitness muscle page. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I'm getting there. But yes, I'll have to show you guys. I'll post it, just a carbon copy. So yeah.
All right.
But thank you for having me on, and I'll see you guys and talk to you guys all soon. Okay.
100%, man.
All right. We're going to bring on Mel, Biggie, and Tony. Yay! Thanks, guys, for waiting. Sorry, we're trying. I'm trying to get as many people in as we can.
No, I love
Thank
this.
Thanks for having us up.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just at a ball game.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at you.
All my nieces got on the same team, so makes it so much easier. So now we can just watch one.
Nice. Mel, I don't want to interrupt you. I know you're watching a baseball game. I know you may not have too much time, but I do want to get the Shar, and I do want to finish off with Rosa because I didn't want to interrupt you, Rosa. Do you have a key highlight that really stuck out to you? And who did you find? Oh no, you said the fangirl one, right? Did you say the fangirl one? Pardon?
Who is the question to?
To you, Rosa. I'm looking at you on the screen. You can't.
Okay.
Where I'm looking you into your eyes right now.
Fangirl moment would probably have to be Jamie, the sleep dietitian. She is so authentic online and in person. Of course, Cal and Mel, the first time that I met them, and I just absolutely adore them. Joelle, Fiona, so many. Like I could name 20 people right off the top of my head, but just really great moments in meeting those ladies.
Awesome. And Shar, how's it going? Thank you for being patient.
Yeah, no worries. So many highlights. I mean, I got the really, really great seat at the house. I got a chance to meet everyone. I was really, really excited about that because I didn't realize so many people knew who I was. And then I was like, kind of cool because I'm like, oh, I have a friend in this state. Now I have a friend in that state and I have a friend over here. So that's really nice. It was really cool to see the guys of BME all individually win their categories, which is really great. Considering they didn't win the one they really wanted, but and I like to give them shit about it. That's just what we do. They're my brothers, and I have a lot of love for them. But D left before I got a chance to say I'm always looking forward to seeing D because I never know what he's gonna wear. So I always try to like up my game because I know D is bringing out the fashion. So we might need a fashion category for the next JBY. I'm just saying.
I know a lot of people are asking for that.
Yes, there are so many great fashions on the pink carpet.
So let me ask you this: who were your top 5 in terms of fashion that everyone that you saw at the JBYs?
I mean, of course, D. D's at the top of my list. Mel came out with this polka dot dress that I
love that.
Shea had this blingy dress that was beautiful. I saw it hung up in the green room, and I'm like, I wish that dress was my size because whoever's dress this is, it's not going home with them.
And in all honesty, that's Mel's dress. So Mel came in.
We got 2 prizes, 2 awards.
Yep.
Definitely you, Rob. You came with the chesticle out, and I was like, okay.
I made him button it up one. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because it was the belly button previously, and then there's that's J-Lo. That's too much J-Lo.
And honestly, Netta, she had these amazing sneakers under her dress that I don't think a lot of people got a chance to see, but she was like killing it. I was just like, of course I'm going to shout myself out, but anyway, I don't want to be
obviously,
but no, everyone was really, really great. Just the energy overall. Like a lot of times I think people get nervous about meetups because you just don't know what you're going to get. But I had a great time. I was super drained afterwards, but it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it.
And you had to like a really early flight when you said it's 7 a.m., right? I was like, dang, girl.
Yeah. I did all this partying, and then at 4 a.m, we caught a flat heading to the airport.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was a hot mess, but we made it. We made it with the flat tire, but we made it, and I got home in time. But I was exhausted, and all for good reasons. And I'm super honored to be able to have worked the pink carpet. Thanks to Mel and Kelly for putting on such an awesome event. Everyone said the same thing. The production
It was
was
good.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Like really, really good. So great job on that. Fangirl wise, man, when I saw you guys, the waiting table, I was like, I think I literally screamed on the pink carpet. I was like, and I had already seen you guys at the welcome party. So it was like a double whammy because I really wanted to meet you guys. And then you guys had the whole tattoo moment, which was awesome.
I found my new calling. I think I'm going to be a tattoo artist, but only for Talkberry to me. I work exclusively for them now.
That's the only tattoo that touches this
The
breast.
only one.
Just
Yes.
that one.
Exactly. Yeah. Tony's going strong.
Yesterday.
It was such
That's
a great
awesome.
positive energy, all love. And I really do appreciate that because I don't really get out a whole lot. I have 3 kids, one who's special needs. So I'm home a lot. I just look like fun, but I'm actually really boring. So
I'm the same way. Trust me.
Yeah, I look like a blast, but I'm like always home. So this was a nice time to get away and meet people and just get to hang out. Hey, Scott. So yeah, this was awesome. Thank you everyone who popped out and showed love for JBY.
Yeah, and Char, honestly, I will say that like Dom has a ton of energy, but it's a different type of energy. Like I try to bring a lot of energy. Again, different type of energy. You are just like a breath of fresh air. Like everywhere you go, you can't help but feel amazing when you're around. And like, and you were saying like, oh, it was really cool that people recognized me or knew who you were. Like I felt like everyone wanted to see you and everyone wanted to meet you because everyone knew who you were. And again, I think everyone got that same vibe from you. So I absolutely loved it. And I know it's very hard for everyone to talk and meet and do all this stuff together. You didn't even have to. You just had to be in your aura. And it was absolutely amazing.
Char's energy is how like oranges smell.
Oh,
does that make sense?
I call it human sunshine.
Yeah. Yes, it's like you just want to be it. Don't Rob. Everyone is nodding with me except
but that's because they're polite. That's like a shitty ass.
No, it's just like fresh. Like, oh, it smells so good.
Girl,
and
you
want to
smell
be
like
in
produce.
Char, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like you're just like good energy.
Is great. So I'll
right.
BME. Congratulations, you guys. Like you guys absolutely killed it. I loved seeing you guys win all your individual awards. It would have been awesome if you had the clean sweep, but Char had something to say about it, unfortunately.
Someone always got to be in the way.
Right. But no, like I think it was absolutely amazing to see you guys all recognized because, even, I said this to you guys from the very beginning. Like I wanted you guys. Oh, Tony doesn't want to hear this shit. He's just
like I've heard this too many
screw
times.
your
Shut
nice
up, Rob.
things. Like, okay, you told me you were drunk last time.
That's all. He's setting the mood.
Yeah.
Tony's probably having technical difficulties like normal.
That's pretty usual. That's like the waiting table, so that's good.
On his chest.
I think Char's the only one who doesn't have technical difficulties. You guys are high production level. No, like I had always said that I want you guys to be recognized, whether it was with podcasts or otherwise, because the passion that you guys have for this community, how much you constantly put yourself forward and show up for this community is just absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. And so even when Tony won for body positivity for men, I was just like, that is who should win, right? Like we had talked about this. If I won fitness, I would have been cool. I am super happy that D won though, because D deserves it. And I've been rooting for D forever. But for body positivity, I'm like, if I won, I would have felt a bit like a fraud because I feel like Tony is perfectly exemplifying what it is. And you guys constantly show up. I was so happy that you guys won. And so, yeah, thank you guys. Like continuing this whole male, I guess, I wouldn't say resurgence because I don't think we had a huge surgence in the first place, but like I always say that the tradition that Murph and I always tried to start with and tried to bring, you guys have taken that and just ran with it, and all your successes. I always say that I feel very blessed to be able to see that. So you guys are killing it.
Definitely appreciate it. It's definitely a space that needs to be out there, even though this community is filled with a bunch of ladies and things like that. There are still a lot of guys out there. That's what I was searching for when I first came into the
Yeah.
community 6 months ago. Was I was struggling to find help because of the fact that a lot of these programs are designed for people that don't look like me. That so trying to figure out what I needed to do was something very difficult to do. And it wasn't until I found the guys in this community that really lifted me up and helped me and showed me different ways of looking at things that I started to flourish.
Yeah. Yeah. And you'll continue, man, because like you're going to be back from recovery from your shoulder. You're going to be killing that. I'm looking forward to that. Also, so I want both of you guys to share a couple things. Tony doesn't want to again. Friggin' Tony.
He's really
I want
problematic.
right. I want you to share a couple things. Mainly, is there anyone that you fangirled over when you saw them that you're super excited about? A moment that sort of sticks out the most to you, as like just sort of a surreal moment you'll always remember. But I also do want to give you a shout out, because I've been known based on last JBYs to do the tequila shots. And remember, I didn't say I can handle them. I said I will take them. And you made sure to take me up on that offer many times, and appreciate it. I love trying to hang with you guys, but you guys are the true king of tequila shot. I will just be around. I'll be your hype man. I'll be your tequila shot hype man. Oh, now you come, Tony. Oh, hey, welcome.
He heard tequila. He's like, what now?
Yeah.
Rab called me and screwed up my audio and my visual.
But honestly, for me, it was everybody. I was starstruck. I'm still brand new to this community. I've been to one event. I haven't been around very long, so just meeting everybody that I've looked up to was just insane. To be able to be part of such a great production, being so new to the community was just amazing. And who would ever thought 6 months ago when I first started this that I'd be presenting 2 awards at the JBY, that I'd be winning an award at the JBY, and not only winning an award, being one of the few men to win a category that didn't have men attached to it. That's a big thing also too. I was nominated for 2 awards that didn't have men attached to it, which to me is something very special also.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tony, how about you? Big moments that stand out to you, like a big key highlight that really just meant a lot to you, and who did you fangirl over, my friend?
All right. Well, my favorite like big key moment didn't happen on stage or in front of everyone. It actually happened like down by the changing areas and stuff. I know Barry Mother was leaving. She was leaving in haste, and I couldn't let her leave empty-handed. Is when I gave her my water bottle. And if you saw me walking around with that water bottle, that thing was a blingy water bottle. It had a crown on it, everything. I really needed her to have that water bottle and not leave without it. I told her that like she was a huge influence on me my first year. She gave me the tough love I needed. While a lot of people can't take that tough love, I needed like her directness that first year, which really helped me. And that the reason why I do my water videos is because of her. And I know that she joked a lot about it. Like if I had come away with that award, she was going to put me in a headlock and beat me with my hat. It was all in good fun, but it was like there's such a respect for her that I couldn't allow her to leave empty-handed from JBY because I knew how much that had meant to her. So that was my big moment. And my key like things that like I fangirled over, I got to meet Profi Queen, I got to meet Tanya, I got to meet Teresa, I got to meet you guys, which I was looking forward to so much, and I missed Murph. I can't wait to eventually meet Murph. I got to meet Kelly and Mel. Like I got to meet a lot of people that I didn't get a chance to meet at other events that I've been to over the last year. And I got to meet a whole bunch of other people I never got to meet that, again, it's always like I got to meet Amber, and she was just so much fun. Like in person, she's just as fun as she is on camera. it was just really special to be around people that I loved being around, that I see in the community and got to interact with, and just see that they're just people just like me and you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, it was very special, and it is mentally exhausting because you pour all of your energy into that weekend.
Yeah.
So
I
Tony
think it's
also,
funny though. Oh, sorry, go on.
Tony also met my empanadas, but he didn't mention
Oh
it.
yeah.
So I'm a little offended.
Hey,
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
that was a private moment for me with those
Hey,
empanadas. Okay.
hey, Tony, but who made those empanadas though?
Well, Rab
With
had
supervision?
guidance. Okay, Rab had guidance. I watched Rab burn an empanada too. The minute Char walked away, Rab burnt that empanada.
You can't leave BME unattended.
No, we're dangerous.
Yeah, they needed a girl behind the scenes. I'm the girl behind the scenes at BME.
You're the
Girl,
Shea
I
of
feel you.
Hey,
yeah.
behind every great man is a great woman, right?
Yep.
And then there's also
Rob, I
Shea.
bet.
And then there's also Shea too.
Shay's your person, not Char's their person. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys have a Shay, they have a Char.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's
We
right.
always joke about
Cool. Like when you see people who in person are very much the same as who they are on video or on screen, it's really awesome to see because you never really know. You're like, are these people like putting it out there? Are they acting? Is that a character they're playing? Right. Like when he first met me, he was just like, I thought you were going to be like the super serious one because you come across as the serious one on the podcast. I'm like, what? Really? I'm like, okay, but he thought that, and I'm like, I'm glad that you got to see Fun Rob. But it's always fun when you see some of these people and you're like, wow, this is such a big personality. These guys are playing this up, and then you're like, nope, that's just them, which is
Yep.
awesome, right?
I also want to hear from Mel and Scott too, but Mel, are you okay to hang on if we ask you last?
Yeah, that's fine. Can you
Okay.
hear me just fine?
Yeah. So maybe
Perfect, yeah.
we'll ask Scott, but I think it'd be fun to close it out with Mel. So
Yeah.
Scott, what was your impression?
up?
Big impact, and yeah, what did you think?
It was amazing. It was like going from just having like the girls like from my show and like the small support group here to seeing the literally almost hundreds of people that were there and just this new community of people where I could just be myself and just be authentic and real. That was amazing. Like I'm still processing everything. Like my grandma goes today, she goes, Scott, can you just for once like don't talk about the awards you just went to? Like it's like the only thing you talk about. I'm like, but it's so amazing. And everything. So yeah, it's just meeting everyone and just being around so like-minded people. It just reminded me that I'm not alone in this journey and that there are many other people that even like if I think I'm struggling with something, there's many other people out there that are probably struggling with the same thing. And it's just great to be part of this community.
Can I just say, if you were to zoom out, like you would have the sexiest pose right now. Like you're.
I'm literally like I'm laying down.
Yeah, I know that pose. I know that pose. That's why.
Hey, watch
I'm
out.
just
Rob
like,
may
it
try to
feels-
steal that next time.
I'm like, it feels like home. I'm gonna do the whole podcast just like that. Sexy time music playing the whole time. I know that. Right?
or just take my shirt off and I'll wear that necklace from Titanic and I'll be Rose from
There you go. Exactly. You'll be
Oh,
Rose.
there you go.
There you
Paint me
go.
like your French model. Okay.
That's the one. Scott, was there anyone that you met that you like really fangirled over that you were just like, I really, really want to meet this person? I'm like, holy shit.
Shea.
Shea, yes.
Because Shay's because I'm a big part of the bariatric care program here in Atlanta with Dr. Connie Stapleton, and Shea has been part of that since I've done my journey. And just listening to Shea, like when she does her Zooms and meetings and posts and everything like that, I just had to meet her, and yeah, it was great.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. I loved getting to hang out with you and spend time and talk. And
Yeah.
we had some good conversations.
Absolutely, yeah. And then of course my fellow New Englander and Tony D right there.
Yeah.
Like I think we're literally only like an hour and a half away from each other because I'm still up in Rhode Island right now. So unfortunately it's not going to work this trip.
No,
It's not
I
gonna
hear you're
work
coming
with this
back in
script,
June though.
but I'll be in June, yeah, for family reunion. So
yes,
yeah, we'll
and I
make it
have
work
your number.
then. Yes, you do.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Well, Mel, the grand person, you and Kelly put this whole thing together. What has just give us some insight. What has it felt like seeing and hearing everybody and all of their experiences? What has this year been like for you?
It's emotional listening to everyone because it's like, holy shit, it's this really like it went down, we did it, and it went exactly how we've been wanting it to go. Um, and just watching you guys have fun on stage and listening to those speeches, oh my God. Like, because I didn't get to hear all of them. So now I'm going backwards and I'm listening to everyone's, and I'm just like, that's why I posted a couple days ago. I'm like, you guys keep making me cry. Like, this is insane. But it's really cool. I was telling my therapist that it was really nice to see that like this does matter to people, and this is bigger than myself and Kelly. Like this is a whole different ball game now. Like after meeting everyone and hearing your guys' stories and like people crying and like holding my hand and stuff, it's like it doesn't matter what happens ever. Like this will have to always go on, no matter what happens, because
Yeah.
it's too much. It's too important. I feel like it's just so important. And I already have ideas for the next one. Like I already know 2 segments for the next one.
Yes.
Oh, 2
You have first
segments.
timers there. A lot of first
A
timers.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird to think too that like so the next JBYs will be in 2027. There's
Yes.
people who haven't even gotten surgery yet that will attend that one.
Wow.
I know.
Crazy.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Because yeah, there were so
Biggie,
many
you're
new
muted.
faces. Oh, I was like, what? The sponsors were very happy to see how there were so many new faces.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh my God, like they're like, we don't even know half these people here. And I was like, I know, I don't either. This is great. Like this is so fun. And TikTok, y'all came to play. Like
Yeah.
you guys were very represented, and I would have to say, like you guys killed it.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we
yeah.
did.
You did, Tony. You did. Did you like our like last minute addition, Tony?
Yeah, I did. I was really surprised, really touched, and
That's nice.
I don't think you really know how much that meant to me. Like it really meant a lot to me. Like I had to hold. You guys kept telling me, "Oh, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry." You know how much I had to hold back that entire night.
Just to prove us wrong.
Yes.
I loved it. No, we listened to that because I already listened to it once when you first posted it. But me and Katie and Kelly were in the car and I just played it. And they all just turned around, looked at me, and they're like, we have to do this. And I go, I'm already messaging Kevin. Don't you worry. We
We'll
have a
get it
last minute
added.
edition. That's why I was like, I need the original. Like, get this over here. Because we like to just, change things up if necessary. So
Yeah.
that meant a lot.
Yeah, we were talking
I
about that
appreciate
earlier.
it. Thank you.
Of course.
Top
How
3.
is everybody now, though? Like, how are you guys? Is there like a lull yet, or no? I'm still on a high.
Yeah,
I'm
Pretty much the family celebrity at this point.
Yes.
I have family in other countries, in the Dominican Republic, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're famous!" And I'm like, basically.
Yes. Even my Aunt Nini was like, that girl is amazing. She made me want to watch it the whole time. So
I heard
Nini
that
did not
too.
check out.
I heard that too from other people where like family members were watching just the pink carpet to start with. And then because of you, Shar, they're like, they wanted to keep watching. I heard that from other people too.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool.
So,
My daughter was watching, and she was texting me during the show.
Aw.
I would say that
Dill was doing the same.
I would say that I think the things that stand out for me, like since like I've been super motivated, like we've talked about this on BME yesterday. I've messaged you, Mel. We were talking about this earlier today. Like I'm just very, very motivated as a result of sort of where I have learned I sort of fit within this community and some of the things that are important to me. And it was again, like I told you how this BME was, or sorry, not this BME, BMA 2, this JBY was like, the last one was amazing. This one was very, very impactful for me. And so like I'm sort of running with that, and I'm also bracing myself for the tons and tons of comments from my friends making fun of me because they're just like, "Whoa, bro, you're trying too hard." You're just like, "Why button up your shirt?" Everything, because like when we're around here with friends and stuff, right? Like I'm not dressing like that, but around there,
Why? You
going all
should.
out.
You look hella
Do
good.
it.
Yeah.
You're so freaking cool.
You
Like,
worked hard for that body. Show that
Yeah,
body
you
out.
did.
Oh
And
yeah.
your picture with Shea on the pink carpet, like that side photo, I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this should be in a magazine. Like this was like fucking
right?
perfect. Yeah.
I love a man cleavage. I'm here for it.
Same.
So I think
Samesies.
Mel, I think that the dress, because I loved the dress and so many people loved it. I want it to be
Yeah.
like Sisterhood of the Traveling Dress. I want
You guys
somebody
send
to
it to
wear
someone.
it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
For the next one, I want somebody else to wear it. So if anybody wants to, just let me know and I'll ship it to you because I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, oh my God. That would be so cool.
Wouldn't that be
Send it to
cool?
D. Send it to D.
Yeah.
Yes, honestly,
Send it
D
to
would
D.
rock that.
D will rock it, man.
I
He
love
would.
it.
I love that.
That's awesome. So Mel, I guess I want to end with the same questions I asked everyone, but I'm gonna give you three.
Oh.
3 top moments from the whole weekend that really stick out to you. I know there's tons and it's all a blur, but three things, 3 moments that really stick out to you. And is there anyone that you met that you fangirled over?
Ooh. I did fangirl over a little bit of Shar and BME, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
That one's easy because I was just like, oh my God, they're in the room. Oh
So
my God,
good.
they're right over there.
You guys have a big presence, I swear. Like
Uh-huh.
BME and Shar, like you guys all have a big presence. Like everyone knows you're around.
You guys are
Yep.
like
It's
an
awesome.
orange grove.
Yeah, not just the
I think we
orange.
realized that over the weekend.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
awesome.
It was amazing seeing you guys, and I was like, they're here. And then I knew that Rab, like, was shy, so I was like, I went up to him very first. So I was like, "What's up, Rab? How's it going?" Like, I was just like, "Let's go, let's have some fun." So you guys were definitely my fangirling, and then the moments. Those are so hard, Rob. There's
I
so
know.
many of them.
Diane Sawyer of the bariatric world. I told you guys.
Yep.
I asked the hard-hitting questions.
The hard-hitting questions. I would say, okay, one of them's first form. That was insane to see everybody together and seeing Daniel, the videographer, just he was smitten, like ear to ear smile running that thing. It was
Yeah, I
all
loved
over
it.
the place. I love Daniel and watching everybody just like be in awe and then how nice Firstborn was to everyone. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah, like they killed it. They knew exactly what I was looking for. Because I told them all the things that they did was like we had ideas and we're like, I hopefully like they could like do it, and they did everything we asked them to do. So that was
That's
really
awesome.
cool. So that's a big one, and then I would say just probably the last award with Steph winning, like the fact that she couldn't even like speak because they were still cheering like a real fucking award show. I was like, holy shit, this is
Yeah.
insane. Like, and Stephanie, like, just I knew she was gonna cry. Like, just like her and Tony, I knew.
Yeah.
But Stephanie, man, like she deserves that. She goes through hell in a handbasket. She's doing surgery tomorrow. Like
Yeah.
this girl's a fucking badass, but she wants to make sure everyone's taken care of too. So I love that. So that last
Yeah.
one was pretty cool, I would say.
Oh,
I already miss you guys. This is
I know.
crazy.
I know. This is hard. We all got, what is it? PPD?
PPD.
PPD.
You got it yet? Post-party depression.
Oh,
Dom coined that
Dom
one.
coined it. We're making sure.
Of course he did. Of course.
We're making sure to leave every get together with PPD shirts.
Well,
we should make some.
Stay tuned, you guys, because Mel already agreed to it. We're gonna do an Oregon bariatric meetup probably in the summertime. We don't have details yet. I told her, I'm like, you take some rest and like chill out for a little bit, and when you're ready, we're gonna plan it and we're gonna do some really fun things. So
Southern Oregon, baby.
I like it.
Yeah. And there's so many fun things to do in Southern Oregon, especially in the summertime. So it might include some rafting, some wine tours, some Shakespeare Festival plays. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys are looking for something fun to do in the summer, stay tuned because we want to keep this energy going. and
Yes,
I don't want to
100%.
travel. I want you guys to travel
No.
to me. So,
But Mel, you're gonna be in Toronto in June.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
uh-huh.
We got a few
Done
people
deal.
going there too. I think there's like
Yep.
from our community, there's gonna be around 10, 15 people for that. So that'd be fun to
Oh,
see
that's
everyone.
gonna be
So,
great.
yeah, it'll be good.
Have
Don't
you
tell
told
my
your
wife.
wife yet?
No,
Yeah.
no.
See.
I haven't told her that people
See.
are sleeping in my house. No. Told my daughter she has to move her squishmallows.
No, I want all of her squishmallows to
Oh, they're
stay.
so comfy. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
exactly.
there's like a laneway where you can like put your body on an angle. That's the only spot. And
Yep.
then it's squishmallows everywhere. And then she has like a canopy that's draped over. And yeah,
I
so
love
she's a
that.
princess. Yeah, she has a
How
bit
many
more.
bathrooms do you have?
I'm gonna get a new one just for all you
For us.
guys for when you come. It'll be great.
I
Shout
love it.
James from Radical Body, because he's been in everybody's DM.
I know. He's
Yeah.
been working hard.
Yeah, he's been working really hard, and he's so kind, so sweet.
Yeah.
He is. I love me some James.
Yeah, James is awesome. And if anyone else is out there next June, it's going to be around. And I'm pretty sure
Yes.
I can find
Well,
someone
yep.
who will help you guys.
I'm committed
prepare.
to next year already.
Yo!
Yes.
I was
We were actually late to this.
I was actually going to do it this year until I got hurt. So
Yeah.
I'm already committing to next year, and I'm not going to do the entry level. I'm going to shoot for that middle level.
That's it,
Good
fit.
job.
Love it.
Dude,
That's
your name's going to be
amazing.
right up
Fuck
there
yeah,
with
Biggie.
mine. Previous winner. Let's go. This is going to be
I-
awesome. I'm excited for you guys. So, JBY,
Right.
another year come and gone. All
Oh,
sad. But
sad day. Love you
know,
guys.
love you too. Couple
Big
years, it'll be
hugs.
back. It'll be awesome. Thank you guys for all joining. Everyone, we had I think 15, maybe a bit more people come on today and share sort of their highlights and everything. So thank you guys all for coming and sharing all the experience. Mel, Cal, thank you very much for putting on an amazing show that just doesn't even, it's not even just about the awards. It's not even at all about the awards. It's about the experiences that we all have and everyone comes together and sharing them. So thank you very much for giving us that opportunity. And thank
Yes.
you guys all for joining us on this JBY reunion episode of the Waiting Table podcast, where we're serving the weight loss community. One pound at a time. You can't do that. You
Pound
can't
at a
do that.
time.
There you go. Now you just sound like a crazy person.
That's all right. I am a crazy
Thank you guys.
person.
Have an amazing. Look at this. We have Talk Barry to Me. We have BME. We have the
Ooh,
Waiting Table
Tony has
all
balloons.
together, and Tony's got balloons. You know who
It's a
should
real
have
party.
balloons? Shar, because she won. Wah,
Yeah.
wah. Oh, she hearts. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.